So good evening all. My name is Mubeen and I'll be taking you through the course demo webinar for today. And before I begin with my introduction, I'd like to give a brief introduction about Emertxe. We are an EdTech organization established in the year of 2003, primarily into delivering trainings in the area of embedded systems, IoT, and full stack web development. So we are a 20-year-old organization established as one of the premium training providers for fresh engineers who are interested to get a job in technology areas like embedded systems, IoT, and full stack web development. And we also cater training to working professionals who are interested to upskill themselves. They may be working in some other domain, some other technology. So we cater training to working professionals who are currently working in different domains. So we deliver training to them so that they can learn the necessary skills to upskill and get a job in core companies as well. So for freshers, we also have training programs which are immersive in nature and trying to solve the employability problem which they are not able to get after completing their engineering course. So let me give a brief introduction and about me and my leadership team. So my name is Mubeen and I work as a technology head at Emertxe. So along with me, I have two other core team members in the leadership team, Mr. Mars, who works as a managing director as well as who's also a founder of this organization. He leads the organization as well as he manages different departments including finance, sales, admin, and so on. Mr. Jayakumar, he was supposed to be part of this workshop, but unfortunately he's not keeping well. He heads the placement department as well as the student success department. And I am Mubeen and I work as a technology head at Emertxe, primarily responsible for managing the technical team and also responsible for placements to some extent as well. So a brief about my professional journey. I completed my engineering in the year of 2003. It's been 20 years since I completed my graduation from AITM in Karnataka as a computer science graduate. And as soon as I passed out of engineering, I joined Emertxe as a software engineer. And in Emertxe, I worked in different technology areas, including EDA software development, Python smart card, application development, Linux device drivers, and embedded systems, etc. So I worked closer to almost 1.5 years in Emertxe. Then I moved on to two other companies. Initially, I worked in Novel as a senior software engineer, wherein I got an opportunity to work in open source technologies for the Linux team in Novel, primarily OpenSUSE based software development. And I worked there for a few months, wherein I got exposure to work on Linux and open source technologies. Then I moved to HP, wherein I worked closer to 4+ years in HP, where I worked in two teams. One is HP output management team, primarily developing cross-platform network-based applications for document management. And after working for more than 3 years in HP, I moved to another department leading the HP Linux print scan fax device driver team. So I worked there for 4+ years. Then I decided to join back Emertxe full-time as a lead in the team. So here I managed, it's been almost 14 years I'm working at Emertxe, primarily handling the technical team who's responsible for delivering various training programs in Emertxe. So we have about a set of around 65 to 70 mentors who deliver trainings in different technology areas in Emertxe. So I'll be walking you through the remaining sessions for today, wherein I'll introduce you to the training programs which you offer and the training pedagogy, and also walk you through the placements and our course demo and LMS. So meanwhile, if you have any queries, you can feel free to post questions in the chat window or in the Q&A window. I'll be happy to walk you to answer, take up your questions and answer your queries. So while presenting, I may not be able to see the questions, but in between, I'll pause and take up the questions, and then I'll resume my presentation. That's how the workshop is going to get delivered. Let me quickly check, because I could see many people are raising hands. Let me quickly check. All right. Fine. Hope I'm audible. I could see Gino's telling voice is breaking. I hope it's fine for others. All right. Currently I'm working in Emertxe as a full-time stakeholder. Mohit. So let's discuss briefly about placements, right? So we provide placement-oriented programs, and we have good number of clients associated with us as placement partners. More than 1,000 companies are associated with us who hire from us, our students, as well as working professionals after completing the course, get a job in these companies. So here is a snapshot of the growing list of placement partners. We have like premium companies, top-notch companies like Qualcomm, Microchip, Chelsea, NXP, Ampere, HP, etc. hiring from us, and more, right? We have product-based companies. We have companies who are into like electric vehicles. For example, Ather is our client. We have clients like Samsung. We have clients like Volvo. So these are some of the clients who hire from us. Our students who are freshers as well as working professionals are currently working here. More companies, including companies like Accord, companies like Vimera, companies like Event Systems, who recently hired good number of candidates from us, companies like Axia, companies like Boat. Recently, Boat also hired from us, right? Companies like Data Patterns, who are lined up, companies like HCL, HL Mando, etc. hire from us, right? So I'm just showing this list of placement partners because this is something which is our legacy, right? Again, companies like Intel, companies like Intamtech, Carnex, Kone Cranes, KPIT, L&T. L&T's in fact hires a lot from us, right? Companies like Mistral, right, etc. hire from us as well. So we have more than 1,000 plus companies who hire from us every month, right? Some companies visit us frequently, some companies hire, right, maybe on and off. So all these companies do hire from us, like Tata Advanced Technologies, Tata Alexi, Tata Tech Mahindra, right? These are some of the common companies which hire from us, VVDN, and so on. Right, so the list goes on. I'm just running through the slides. So these are many of the companies who hire from us. Right. So let's get into a discussion wherein, yes, I could see that many of you are freshers and some of you are currently working. So what do you think is the trend in the job market currently? What are your observations? What's happening in the job market according to you? Is it good, or is it doing average, or is it not so good according to you? What do you feel? Okay. So I'm getting a lot of queries. I will answer them shortly. Please be patient. So I have seen the queries. Okay. So I could see some name called undefined. It's good if you can mention your name as well. So I got many answers, right? If you look at the current job market, it's saturated. It's bad for freshers to get a job. That's what Geetansha Shukla is saying. Not so good, and companies are hiring less. Sangeeta is saying Zen is telling average. It's good. Samad is telling it's good. Embedded industry is likely to make 10 million jobs in upcoming year. So Samad is positive. Recession period is running at the present market. What are your views on it, sir? Okay, I'll present my views as well. Veera Venkata. Omkar is telling it's average. Kajal is telling it's good. Jay Krishnan is saying expecting more specialization. Okay, that means skill set expectations are higher. Okay, recession is there. Narendra is telling. Okay, all right. So some inputs from many of you. So fair enough, right? Different people have different viewpoints, right? So let's discuss about how things are showing up in the semiconductor domain, right? So we are talking specifically about embedded systems and semiconductor domain, not about IT jobs or non-core jobs, right? So if you look at the CAGR or trend in terms of manpower employed in semiconductor device sector, so the green bar graph shows the requirements for 2020 or 2022 and before, whereas the purple one shows 2023 and afterwards, right? So if you see the growth rate in terms of manpower requirement in 2023 and going ahead is increasing at a constant rate of 20%. That means more number of requirements are getting created in the semiconductor sector. So which is positive, right? Even though other industries are slowing down, so there is demand in the semiconductor domain, right? Whereas if we compare inside semiconductor itself, when you talk about semiconductor sector, the nature of jobs can differ, right? Primarily, people are interested to work either in embedded side or in VLSI design side, right? So as you are aware, right, the number of jobs in the VLSI segment is less compared to embedded software jobs, right? So we're not discussing about other related jobs. We're primarily focused on embedded system jobs and VLSI jobs. So you can see 65% of the job requirements are in embedded segment, whereas 35% of job requirements are in VLSI segment. And if you look at the future, the pie for which the embedded software engineer job role, right, it's going to increase. That means more number of jobs at least are getting created in the embedded software segment side. Again, this report is sourced from ESDM Labor Market Research by ESSCI in the year of 2023. ESSCI is a Government of India organization, right? So we could see positives in terms of number of job requirements getting added in the future for embedded software engineer job role. So why is this trend, right? Even though we know that, yes, there is some amount of recession, right, all across the globe, which is affected because of several factors, right? Let's see what is the scope of core jobs and what parameters drive the creation of core jobs, right? If you see, every device is getting enabled with electronics and sensors, right? Anything you use nowadays is enabled with electronics and sensors. It's enabled with IoT. So people want to access devices from anywhere. They want to control devices from anywhere. They want to monitor the devices from anywhere, right? So every device is getting enabled with electronics and sensors. Secondly, which I think is very, very important for people in India, right? At least people looking for jobs in India, is that India is becoming a semiconductor hub with more manufacturing moving in, right? Recently we saw, right, a lot of development happening in the semiconductor manufacturing side, there has been a lot of development happening in different states. Opportunity to do hardware plus software has increased, right? If this continues, we can definitely watch for more number of jobs getting generated in the semiconductor design sector as well. A recent study conducted by ESCCI gives the following statistics. If you see in 2021-22, right, around 1.39 lakh jobs were were created in semiconductor sector, and in future, which is like upcoming year 2025 and 26, they're predicting that, right, is going to be more than 2.5x, which is 3 lakhs jobs will get generated in the next year. So 55% of these jobs are going to come in the design side. So we have a good number of job opportunities getting generated in the next year. So tremendous opportunity for engineers to grow in their career. So this is the scope of core jobs, right? Because of the developments happening in the semiconductor sector. So verticals to watch out for, yes, EV is very much is something which we can watch out for, right? So EV is growing. All automotive companies are investing a lot in EV in R&D as well. Internet of Things is also another vertical to watch out for, right? Everything and anything is getting connected to internet, so more jobs will get generated in IoT as well. Thirdly, when you talk about artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence is an augmented, right, technology. It is not vertical specific. It is applicable to all the verticals, and in embedded also, artificial intelligence will play a significant role in future. But embedded is the core. Right? Again, this stats information is taking from report from ESSI, which is a government of India. It's under government of India. So what does it mean for you, right? Opportunity to build career beyond recession worries. Yes, even though there is recession, there are opportunities available in the semiconductor space. Core hardware based companies have their foundation strong. Companies invest for long term, right? Whereas pure software based companies have a wider swing. They can go up and down very fast. For example, right, if you look at automotive companies, they are like more than 100-year-old companies, right? So they invest for long term. They continue to basically hire people based upon the requirements, right? Placement companies have good hiring projections. We are in touch with many of the companies. Decent number of companies are coming, and they're projecting that future hiring will be there. Optimistic, but we are cautious. Yes, we know there are external factors like recession, right? There is war. There are like issues geographically across the globe, right? There is some amount of slowdown, but we are optimistic in terms of more jobs getting generated because of the reasons mentioned in the previous slide. Right, let's pause a minute. Let me just quickly see if there are any questions. Then I will move on to some success stories and show you some recent placement success stories which happened in Emertxe as well. Okay, so I got a lot of questions. Some of the questions are there. Maybe I'll show the success stories. Ganesh is asking whether there are any scholarship test. No, we are not having any scholarship test for enrollment. Right? So online, offline, what is the difference? Some people are asking. I'll share some slides related to that. BTech mechanical engineer. Okay, I'll discuss those your queries shortly. Let me share some of the success stories before I move in. Let me share my screen once again. So typically what we do is we share some of the recent student placed information in the course demo webinar, just to showcase some of the recent students, which companies they got placed, and also share information with respect to whether they are fresher, whether they are coming from a different background, worked in some non-code company, and they transitioned into a core domain. And we also showcase some of the premium companies who are hiring from us, etc. So let me first initially share information about recent placed students who are mostly freshers. So here, recent pass out students list I'm sharing. These are some of the students who got recently placed after completing the course. Lokesh Kumar P. He is from Sri Ramakrishna Engineering College, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He completed the course Embedded Systems in online mode and got placed in Zeta1 Technologies. Similarly, we have Arun K, who was from PES Mandya, PES College of Engineering Mandya. He completed the Embedded Systems online course and got placed as well. Then we have Bhumika H. She graduated from Bapuji Institute of Technology from Davangere and got placed in Western Digital with a salary package of around 7 lakhs, right? Then we have Ashutosh Zende, who completed the course from D.Y. Patil College of Engineering from Kolhapur, Maharashtra. He completed the embedded system course and got job in Silicon Stack in 2024. Right? Then you have Divya MJ. She is from Government College of Engineering College. She completed the course in embedded systems and got a job in Exaleap Technology. So we are sharing recent information, that is last month, September month, which students got placed. So this information is new, right, and relevant. Similarly, we have Ananya Krishna, who studied from College of Engineering, Palakkad, Kerala. She attended the embedded system course and got a job in Comins Technologies last month. Shahana P. She graduated from Government College, Kannur, Kerala. She did the course online and she got a job in American Megatrends, which is also one of the premium core companies. Then here, Afreed Khan. He graduated from Timaya Institute of Technology, Kolar. He completed the embedded system course and got a job again in American Megatrends. So American Megatrends recently hired good number of students. They're doing bulk hiring and good number of students are placed in American Megatrends. So these are some of the success stories with respect to fresh students, fresh graduates who completed the course in Emertxe and got a job in core companies. Now, when you talk about people who are working in non-IT domains who take up the course, they may be working in some company, but they want to do a career transition. So I know some of you are currently working and you wanted to share some of the success stories related to working professionals who wanted to transition their career. So I'll just grab some water. So we have Nagur Basha. He was earlier working in Tech Mahindra as an associate software engineer, and he is from ASRM College of Engineering, Kadapa. He graduated from Kadapa, AP. He got a job in Matrix Telecom as an embedded professional with a package of 7.5 lakhs per annum. Again, these people have some prior experience who wanted to get a core job in embedded domain. Then we have Aparna S. She completed the embedded system course from Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology, Kottayam, Kerala. She was working as an academic specialist in Byju's and she transitioned as an embedded professional in Pravega Semi recently. Right? Again, we have Narmada Pejai. She is from Geetanjali Institute of Science and Technology, Gangavaram, AP. She was working as an associate software engineer in Microgenesis and she got a job in Matrix Telecom as an embedded professional with a package of 7.5 lakhs per annum. Then we have Jiva C. He also completed the embedded system course. He is from Rover Engineering College, Tamil Nadu. He was working as an electrical engineer in Arun Laser Ovens Private Limited. Then he got a job in Pravega Semi as an embedded professional with a package of 4.2 lakhs. So similarly, we have more such candidates, including Visruth Babu from Talasheri, Kerala. He was working as a site engineer in AVS construction, transitioned into embedded software job in Pravega Semi with a package of 4.2. We have Gokul Krishnan, who completed the embedded systems online course from Common Engineering College, Thrissur, with a package of 4 lakhs. He was working as an application trainee engineer in Fanuc. Then he transitioned into embedded job role in American Megatrends. Right? So many more are there. We are just showing some of the samples. Again, these are recent information, right? So we have Ashwin Sanjay from Hindustan College of Engineering, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He was working as a QC engineer, quality engineer in RK. Then he transitioned into embedded professional role in VVD and semiconductors, right? So these are some of the success stories with respect to candidates who are working in different technology and got a job in embedded domain after completing the course. Now I'm going to showcase you some of the success stories who are like little exceptional, right? We have people who got a job in premium companies. So we have Pratima Vyas. She completed graduation from RK College of Engineering, Vijayawada, AP, and she got a job in ABB with a package of 8.5 lakhs per annum. In fact, she got another offer from Ola as well, but she accepted this offer in ABB with 8.5 lakhs per annum. Then we have Sanjay BN. He completed his graduation from Government Engineering College in Hassan. He also got placed in ABB with a package of 8.5 lakhs per annum. So even companies which like ABB also hire from us. Right? Kiran KN from Sri M. Vishweswaraya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. He also got a job in ABB with a package of 8.5 lakhs per annum. Right? Then we have Srusti Patil. She is from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur, Maharashtra. She got a job in Qualcomm with a package of 16.85 lakhs per annum. So these are some of the recent placements. Again, we have more. And just to show you, right, some people have are skeptical, who those who are from older year of pass out, right, may not be recent graduates, maybe from some older year of pass out, wanted to show their success stories as well. So we have Giri Prasad Reddy from Chennai. He completed his graduation in 2022 and he got a job in GL Communication with a package of 4.2 lakhs. Right. So we have similarly Sandeep Gowda. He completed his graduation in 2021. Right. After 3 years, he got a job in Hummingbird Tech Systems. Right. They have a year gap. Right. After 3 years, maybe they took up the course. Irrespective of that, they're getting a job. Jiva C. He completed in 2016, very old year of pass out. Maybe he have done some other things during this tenure, but after basically you can see 8 years also, right? He's getting a job in embedded domain in Pravega Semi. Then we have Aparna S. She graduated in 2021. She's from Kottayam. She got a job in Pravega Semi, right? So you can see after 3 years of graduation also they're getting a job. Right? Vishruth is 2019 pass out. He got a job in Pravega Semi with a package of 4.2. Then we have Mohammad Shamim. He got a job in VVDN after 2 years of graduation. Right? Arun Kumar, he's 2021 pass out. He got a job in Matrix with a package of 7.5 after 3 years of graduation. Again, she's 2020 pass out, Namrata. She got a job in Matrix after 4 years of graduation. Right? So these are some of the success stories. I'm not going to show you all the students who got placed, but wanted to basically share some of the success stories of students who got recently placed in different job roles and different background. So I'm getting a lot of queries whether, okay, I'll go from bottom up, right? Whether mechanical engineers can join the course. Yes, the mechanical engineers can join the course, not a problem. Right. Shivakumar MP is asking, I'm from Tripoli, from Singania University. I want to join embedded course. Yes, you can do that. Placement support. Yeah, I just shared some of the success stories related placements. And I have some more questions. like difference between online and offline, I'll take up those questions for you as well, right? So let me close this and let me resume my presentation. All right, let's revisit. Let's resume from the presentation. So when you talk about embedded system codes, our goal is to transform engineers with skill gap into ready to deploy resources so that clients and organizations can directly deploy them into their projects, right? So when you talk about companies, they look for skilled resources, right? So when you say skilled resources, yes, you may very well argue that what we learn from college is that not enough, right? So in terms of expectations from company versus direct hiring from college, there is a mismatch in terms of what skills we learn in college versus what skills the companies expect. So our aim is to bridge that gap, and we train you in technologies and modules which are required for companies to deploy you into projects, right? That is what our goal is. So in terms of course availability, so we have embedded system course available in three options. So one is in option one, wherein you can enroll for the embedded offline course, wherein you have to attend the classes in our Bangalore training centers. So these offline classes will happen in our Bangalore training center. So you have to come to our office institute on a day regularly, uh, 6 days a week, wherein classes will be conducted in our premise. So mostly this is suitable for freshers and people who are available, who are not working, they can all take up this offline course. Option number two is and three are same course delivered in the online mode. So classes will be conducted live virtually. So you can attend the live classes. So mentors will take the class and lab sessions online. So you can learn from anywhere. You don't have to come to Bangalore to our office to attend these sessions. So this online regular is primarily suitable for freshers because it will be delivered in the regular working hours. Whereas online evening is suitable mostly for working professionals who are currently working and who want to attend the course after their job hours, right? So three options you have. Based upon your convenience, you can choose any of these options. So let me share a detailed comparison for these three modes of delivery. The first one is offline. So here you can see the course duration is 6 months for all the course modes. Number of modules varies a bit. In the offline mode, there is one additional module. Sorry. And if you look at the daily class and lab hours routine, we'll have daily 2 hours of class and almost 2 hours of lab sessions per day as well. In the online mode also, it's similar. 2 hours of class and maybe around 1.5 hours of lab session will be there. You'll get additional support in the working hours, wherein you can ask your questions, doubts in the support channels available. So whereas in the online evening mode, we have 2 hours of class uh, uh, as well as support. Class timings will be 7 to 9 p.m. for the online evening batch. This is suitable for working hours, working professionals, right? First two are suitable for freshers. Third one is suitable for working professionals and who are currently maybe pursuing their engineering, who want to take up the course after their regular class timings. So weekly plan, we have 6 days a week class, Monday to Saturday, right? Here in the offline mode, uh, you will not get recorded videos because it happens on premise. Where online mode, you get recorded videos as well, which is an advantage for you. In terms of hardware, a lot of people ask, what about hardware in the online mode? So in offline, you'll get the real hardware, in which is based on PIC and ARM. Whereas in the online mode, you'll be working on the same microcontroller, which is PIC and ARM, but we'll be using simulators, wherein you will run the applications on those simulators. In terms of learning experience, there is no difference. So what about the placements? We will provide 2 years placement support for all these three modes of course. And which one to opt, it's up to you to decide, right? Some people prefer to come to offline and they want to attend the class. Some are comfortable with attending the classes online live, or some may be staying far away from Bangalore. They don't want to come to Bangalore and take up the course. You can opt for online. And some, many of you will be working, so you can take up the online evening course as well. That is the recommendation. Right. So in the online mode of delivery, so you'll have live virtual classes wherein we'll explain the concepts. We'll do code along with the mentors. There will be assignment project explanation sessions in the lab as well as in the class. You'll have live doubt clearing session between you and the mentor, right? And we'll be given like practice programs, assignments, etc., which you can complete and submit in our learning management system, which I'll be showing you shortly. So all materials related to the course will be available in an online portal, which you can access anytime, right? So then we have preparation sessions, including resume prep workshops, interview prep workshops, and so on. And whatever we do, we will grade the assignments, projects, etc., and tell you where you stand in terms of your performance, so that you can continuously improve and start applying for placements as soon as possible. So in terms of skills and capabilities, what do we teach as part of the course? These are the skills we teach as part of the course. We teach many subjects, including Linux systems, C programming, C++ programming, data structures, Linux internals and TCP/IP networking, microcontrollers and interfacing, followed by embedded Linux on ARM, right? And there are some non-technical workshops also conducted, which will help you to prepare for interviews as well, including Disha workshops, placement preparation, and will help you with NSDC certification as well. So by completing these seven modules, right, you become a embedded software engineer, and by gaining these skills, companies will be happy to recognize your skill and hire you for their embedded job roles, right? Each subject is provided by high quality projects, which will help you to showcase your skills by updating your resume as well. So apart from technical sessions, we conduct Disha workshops, mostly including soft skills and placement preparation. So we have prep workshops for technical skill improvement. We have resume workshops, interview and HR tips, do's and don'ts, and career counseling, etc., which is part of our Disha system. Any questions so far? Let me quickly check the questions. Q&A tab. If any questions. Oh, slides are not moving. Sorry, I couldn't see that. I don't know why slides was not showing. Really sorry. I shared my slide. Is it visible now? Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, let me quickly walk through it. Sorry about that. So here, as I explained, there are three options: offline mode and online mode. So offline mode, classes will happen physically in Bangalore Center. Online mode, as I mentioned, it is virtual. There is online regular and online evening. So when you say regular, the timings will be between 9:30 to 1:30 or 9:30 to, for example, 5 p.m. Right? In between that, batches will be scheduled. Whereas if you look at online evening, the timings will be 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The class timings, and lab will be 6 to 7. So there is a major difference in terms of online mode of delivery. As I explained, you'll have live virtual classes followed by assignment explanation and project explanation lab sessions, and doubt clearing you can do inside the class as well as lab, as well as using our support channels, which could be WhatsApp chat and discussion forums. And prep sessions will be conducted apart from teaching the technical subjects. With respect to the subjects, these are the subjects we will be learning as part of the course. We have Linux systems, C programming, C++, followed by data structures, Linux internals and TCP/IP networking, microcontrollers and interfacing, embedded Linux and ARM. For offline batch, there will be an additional subject called as QT, which will be delivered as well. In after completing the course, we'll make you prepare. During the course itself, we make you prepare for placements by conducting Disha workshops and placement-related workshops. So in Disha, we prepare you for technical readiness by conducting prep sessions. We prepare you by helping you understand how your resume should look like, by giving some tips and tricks with respect to attending technical and HR interviews, and so on. So this is, I think, what I explained so far. Let me check if you have any questions related to this, then we'll resume. In online regular classes, okay, let me read. Okay, Artos, Harish, KG. As of now, we are not introducing Artos, but in future we may consider. Instead of Artos, we are teaching Linux. Right? So Linux Linux internals covers that operating system related concepts. In online regular, yes, online mode you'll get recording, right? Offline mode you will not get recording. Chandana is asking the hours. Hours daily will be 2 hours of class, and maybe another, for example, 2 hours of lab will be there at least per day. 2 hours of class and maybe 2 to 3 hours of lab will be there per day in the offline mode. Online mode, it's going to be 2 hours of class and 1.5 hours of lab will be there at least. Personal mentor is given to ask queries. Queries you can ask in the discussion forum or in chat window. Mentors will be there to answer your queries. Prasad, your query. Okay, you're a 49-year-old EC master's graduate. Will you provide placement service for me? I'm not sure, Prasad. You need to look into your resume and need to see what is your previous employment experience, because this course is mostly oriented for people who are freshers and maybe who's having like maybe some experience in some other domain and who want to transition, right? So I'm not sure why you want to do a switch right now. You can get in touch with your counseling team for a detailed discussion, Prasad. Okay. Are you providing course in Tamil? No, we don't provide course in Tamil. Primarily, mode of delivery will be English. Kuruba is asking 100% job guarantee, sir. So our idea is that if you attend all the modules and follow what we say, you should be able to crack the interviews. So our responsibility to ensure that everybody get good number of chances to apply for placements. But when you get the interview, it is the student's responsibility to crack the interview. Hope you understand this. Then, okay, if there are any more questions, feel free to ask. I could see I'm a network developer, job experience. So we have a question from Yamin Haq. I'm a network developer, job experience around 2 years. Now to explore embedded system world, what are the courses offer professionals like me? And I'm outside India, so for me, can explain the placement terms applied. Yamin, Haq, as of now, we are not giving placement opportunities for people who are outside India, but you can still learn the course and try to get a job in your own in the country which you're working. So you may not be able to provide placement assistance outside India. So Shah Rukh Khan is asking, sir, does the online mode will mention in the certificate also it affects placement? No. So we don't mention the mode of delivery in the certificate, and it does not affect the placements. Right? There is no differentiation. Yeah, if, for example, some of the working professionals, if you are not able to attend the class on time, sometimes, yes, you can watch the recorded sessions. Precisely, that's the reason we have the recorded sessions for you. So hope I answered your query, Vivek. Prerequisite, somebody is asking what is the prerequisite. There is no prerequisite for joining the course. We expect you to have you are having a BE or BTech degree, and or if you're maybe currently pursuing final year or currently pursuing engineering, those candidates can take up the course. Okay, I could see many messages telling that slide is not showing. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the message. I'm not sure why it got stuck. Okay. Okay, so I think similar questions are repeated. Yes, electrical engineers can join. Regarding MSc candidates, Manali, you can get in touch with the placement team once. Sorry, get in touch with the counselors. They will guide you. Mechatronics engineers can join the embedded system course, no issues. All right. So I think good number of questions we got, and I answered many of them. Feel free to post your queries. I'll take the questions um, after completing some of the slides. So can career gap students join? Yes, career gap students can join. I am EEE graduate 2021 batch. I'm working in IIT B startup, decent salary. Will the course help me to get a higher package? Yes. If it's relevant experience, yes, you can apply as an experienced professional and get a higher package. Tej is asking, will the hardware core part is teached more? Now we are focusing more on the embedded software side, Tejas, not on the hardware side. Then somebody is saying, I'm studying final year EEE. I have some arrears in my college. Can I able to join embedded system course? Yes, you can join the course, but for applying for placements, it is required that you clear your backlogs because companies need you to clear your backlogs. Narendra is asking on which month I'm eligible for companies in Emertxe. Typically, we say that you have to complete the core modules like C programming and microcontrollers, post which there will be, or data structures, post which there will be a placement eligibility test. And after that, you can start applying. There is how many days did training go on? I'm not sure. You're asking about the course duration, Madhuri? Diploma, unfortunately, we are not able to provide placements, but if you're interested to take up the course, you can take it up. Kajal. Any demo classes? I will share a sample recording of the demo classes, Lakshmi, in few minutes. I'm having 60% in academic. Yeah, can you join? Yes, 60% in academics is fine, not a problem. I'm working in wind sector. Okay. The previous background should not be a problem. Software engineers like testing. So software experience like testing and development is considered as experience for placement. Yeah, some of the companies recognize that, not all companies. So company to company, it will differ. So if we have some testing experience or development experience, it is helpful to apply as a lateral, not as a fresher. Again, it varies from company to company. Relevant experience, sometimes they count. Okay. Yeah, microcontrollers, microprocessors, we teach Tejas, right? Microcontrollers we teach. Slots, Chandana is asking for slots. Okay, let me show it once again. Slots slide. This is the slot slide, you can check. Typically, right, we have like class timings, if you see, it's 3 p.m., right? So we have 3 batches in the offline. Batch 1 starts at 7:30 a.m. Batch 2 starts at 11:30 a.m. Batch 3 starts at 3 a.m. For a given month, these timings can vary, right? So any of these 3 slots are available. Whereas in the online regular, most of the times the batch starts at 9:30 a.m. right? And evening batch, the class will be at 7:30. Lab typically is at 6 p.m. These are the timings. So according to your suitable timings, so freshers should not be a problem. They are available anytime. Mostly working professionals, they're concerned about the timings, right? Or people who are currently doing engineering. For them the timings is crucial. I understand that. Can CSE students join? Yes, CSE students can join, Manju. So when will it start? Dates? Yes, we have batches starting every month. So this month end we have few batches starting. Madhura. Okay. How many I have to apply for Emertxe, like 10 or more? Narendra, I do not understand. How many I have to apply in Emertxe, like 10 or more? Can you rephrase your question, Narendra? Duration, Madhuri, is it takes around 6 to 7 months to complete the course, Madhuri. How many companies you can apply? As such, there is no limit on the number of companies you can apply, but I'll talk about placements shortly. So I'll talk about placements shortly. Fees, I will mention towards the end. Okay, CSE 2021 batch student, can I enroll? Yes, you can enroll. Percentage, there is no percentage criteria for companies, but if you have lesser percentage criteria, you'll not be able to apply for certain companies where the company says there is a criteria. For example, let's say you're having less than 60%, but company demands you to have 60%, then you cannot apply for those companies. You can apply for companies wherein the eligibility criteria is not mentioned, like percentage. And there are many such companies. I'll show you some snapshots later. Weekend batch is not there, unfortunately, Radha. We have evening batch. There is no weekend batch. Kajal is pursuing BTech third term. Yeah, all right. CSE student, I think mentioned that. Physical kits link that we can order online before the commencement of the class. Okay. Okay. So once you enroll, we can share that information, not a problem. Zero knowledge about C++. Can we join Emertxe? Yes, Ganesh, that is understandable. Those whoever joins the course, they don't have prior programming knowledge. Slides, I hope it's visible, guys. Some are telling slide is not visible. Hope it's visible. Offline class timing for this October batch, I'm not very sure. You can check with the counselors after enrollment. Timings, multiple batches are there. There could be multiple timings actually. have you received my question? Tumaluri, what is your question? Can you share it again? Does age matter? I'm 29 years old. Sharon, I think I answered. I showed some of the success stories, but you can always get in, talk to the student counselors, course counselors. They will give an idea as to whether you are suitable for placements or not. So if you have some relevant experience, what you're doing in the past, sometimes it matters. Right, a lot of questions. I think I'll move on. Okay, I think this is a very good question. How many percentage of companies provide work from home or hybrid working? Okay, Vaibhav, I think the trend has changed now. Majority of the companies do not provide work from home or hybrid working now. Only very few companies are there who provide work from home or hybrid mode. Sharon's question, I hope I answered. Ganesh, will CGPA affect? As I told you, company to company it varies. CGPA, some companies have 60%, some are 65%, some are 70%, but you can apply to those companies which are eligible. Okay. Is that online class and how to practical lab remotely? Okay, I'll show you maybe a demo. How many percentage of companies provide work? Okay, please tell. Okay. Could you please share the slide for slot? I shared already. What is the minimum percentage student should have for attending for placements? There is no minimum percentage. Is there a free course? No, free course we don't have. We have something called as internships, which is free. 1 month internship we do, Kajal. That is for people who are currently pursuing their engineering in pre-final year or before. Chandana is asking, will Emertxe provide the components? We will provide the boards. When you work in offline classes, boards will be provided. We can work on those boards and do the projects. Somanath Roy is asking, I'm working in Keynes Technology as a testing engineer in Mysore. Can I do online class for software and offline class for hardware on Sunday? Actually, Sundays we are not open, but if you come on Saturdays, we can plan, right? Somnath Roy. Otherwise, also, right, whatever hardware platform we are providing as a simulator, there you can practice all the necessary programs and projects on those simulators. The same code will work on the simulator as well. Ramaya, I'm pursuing second year BTech. Give suggestions for me. So second year BTech, see, you can complete the course. Maybe you can apply for placements when you are in the final year, I feel, right? Or just about to complete final year, you can start applying for placements. Because you need to complete the degree to get a job. Online mode, how many hours, sir? I think I shared this already, Narendra. Internship, I think you can get in touch with the email ID which is provided for you for internship. That's a separate. This webinar is not for internships. An internship is for people who are currently pursuing engineering. Okay, I think I answered. Let me. A lot of questions, but I have to run through my slides as well. I'll revisit the questions later. Let me go back. So I'll share a demo of how the actual classes are taken. So one will be a demo for the C class delivered in the online mode. We are just showing you a small snapshot of the video. Another one will be for the microcontroller module, how it is delivered in the online mode using MPLab ID and PixSimLab simulator. So let me quickly load these two videos. You can have a look at it.
Total memory allocated. Now, after an array has been declared, maybe I want to give the values into the array, because just the array's declaration will have garbage value. Assume I take int array of size 5. Okay, there has to be 20 bytes of memory allocated. Assume This is the 20 bytes of memory allocated for the array. So I'm storing 5 integers. So each integer takes how many bytes? Each integer takes how many bytes? Correct. So each integer takes 4 bytes. So if the starting address of the array is 1000, where will be the next element present? If the starting address of the array is 1000, where will be the next element present? Assume this is 1000. Where will be the next element present? Yes. Each of the element uses 4 bytes. So it is 1004, then 1008, 1012, 1016. To access the array's element, you have to go with something called as the index number. An index number varies between 0 to size -1. So very first element will be in index 0. Second element will be in index 1. Third element will be in index 2. Fourth element will be in index 3. And fifth element will be in index 4. Okay. If you just declare the array like this, the array's element will have garbage value by default. So in order to not have a garbage value present inside the memory block, maybe I want certain values to sit inside it. In such cases, I have to do the array's initialization. To initialize the array, here inside the curly braces, I have to give 5 elements: 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. In that case, that value will be written here. That will be 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, this is how I declare the array. This is how I do the initialization, and this is how the memory for the array will be allocated. Accessing happens with respect to the index number varying between 0 to size -1. See here, data type, name, size, where size represents the number of elements. So the total memory occupied by the arrays, number of elements multiplied by size of an element. That is in turn size into size of the data type. If this is the array I'm going to take of 5 size with the values 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, this will be the array. So the very starting address of the array always is called as the base address of the array. This address 1000 will always be called as the base address of the array. Or you can also call it as starting address or address of the very first element of the array. All of them means the same. But we usually refer it as base address. Okay, you can call it as base address, or you can call it as the starting address, or you also can call it as the address of first element. Okay, the starting address is called as the base address or starting address or address of the first element of the array. So then it is +4, +8, +12, +16. Index has to vary between 0 to size -1. So it has to be starting from 0. An array is a collection of similar data type. Elements occupy consecutive memory locations. First element will be in the lowest address and last element will be in the highest address. Elements are indexed from 0 to size -1. So if the size of the array is 5, index will vary from 0 to 4. Accessing out of the range array elements would be an illegal access. So whenever you have to access the elements of the array, you have to go with the name of the array, then the index number. Okay, so array of 0, array of 1, like this, you have to go with the index number. So if the index number varies between 0 to 4, I can access only between array of 0 to array of 4. Out of the boundary, that is accessing array of -1 or accessing array of 5 is not allowed. It is an illegal access where you might get to see a error. So accessing out of the range array elements would be illegal access. You should not access the elements in array of -1 and array of size. And once the memory for the array is allocated, it can never be altered in the runtime. That is, while executing the program, the array size can never be modified. So if you declare an array like this, it will be 20 bytes of memory allocated for sure. So this size can never be altered throughout the program. Again, here in double denom of size 6, there will be 48 continuous bytes already allocated. You never get a chance to increase or decrease the size once it has been allocated. So this is the concept of array. Clear this much? Okay. So have this one noted. The next we will see is how to print the elements of the array. Okay. So there are different ways of printing the array's element, which we will be seeing shortly. Before that, have this one noted. So the next we have got is to print the array's element. So when you are supposed to print the array's element, we usually go with the name of the array and the index number. But that has to be done on a repetitive manner. So what is it necessary to be used? What is it necessary to be used if I have to print? Yes, loop is definitely necessary. So I can print the array's element in any of a loop considered. Observe. Okay. So first I try printing it in a for loop. Int array of size 5. I also do the initialization with 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I need another integer variable I for the sake of index. So I will first say it as printf arrays elements are. Okay. So I run a for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus, because 5 is the size of the array. Inside this, I go with the printf. Okay. Yeah, so printf %d \n comma array's name with index. Okay, so first array of 0 will be printed when I will have a 0 taken, then array of 1, then array of 2, array of 3, array of 4. When I becomes 5, 5 lesser than 5 will be condition false. You come out of the for loop. Observe the output here. So I'm compiling and executing. These are the arrays element which I am printing using a for loop. Let me change this. I try printing using a while loop.
So this was a quick demo of array topic, which we cover as part of the C programming module. I wanted to showcase this in the course demo webinar. So as you can see, since the C programming requires you to learn about the concepts and write programs, so you can very well learn it in by attending the sessions in the online mode as well. There is no difference in the delivery way, the way we deliver in the online as well as offline. Not much of a difference. Now, many people are having queries with respect to how the microcontroller module is taken. What about the hardware what about the board, etc. Right? So I'm going to share you a quick demo of how the microcontroller course is delivered in the online mode using the necessary ID and simulator, which will run seamlessly on operating systems like Windows and Linux. Let me share the video. We can have a look at it.
Hello everyone. In today's class, let's see how we can write an embedded program to toggle the LEDs connected to the board bit. So now to write the embedded program, we are going to use the tool MPLAB XID. So you can see here. So this is the MPLAB XID. If you open this, you will see this as a starting page. So some projects are mentioned here, data sheet is available here. Even if you worked on some recent project, that list is available. See, and even you will get the microchip login. So if you have a login ID password, you do the login, and you can do the purchase on a microchip website, right? Okay, so now let me go back to the question. So question was, we wanted to toggle the LEDs connected to the port D. So now here in this MPLAB ID, you can see these are the different tools available. So we can use these tools as per the requirement. For example, this is to create a new file. It's to create a new project. It is to open the project. It's this option is to do the build. You can see different many options are there. So as per the need, what we will do, we will take an approach. Whatever we needed, we will start using those things. Now here in this MPLAB XID, I already created a project and kept it ready. So project name is what? LEDs. So in this project, I created. So when this project is created, this MPLAB XID create some organized sections. You can see here. So now to write this program, to write the embedded code, we need a main.c. So generally .c files goes here in this source file sections. Header files goes here, make file will go here, linker script will go to this section. If you need any libraries, if you are planning to add any libraries, then those goes into this section. And finally, this is the place for your executable file. So let me go to the main.c. So you can double click and open the main.c in the editor window. So now you can see I'm defining two macros. So instead of using port D directly, so what I did, since if you see the hardware on the hardware, so you are having total 16 LEDs. So this is the PiximLab simulator board. So it's having total 16 LEDs. So currently we are going to toggle LEDs connected to the port D. These are the these are the 8 LEDs out of 16. So these 8 LED array we are going to toggle. Toggling means on off we are going to do. So now since I'm having 8 LEDs, I'm defining the micro LED array as a port D, and to give the direction to the port pins there is a register RISD. I'm defining that with name LED array data direction register. Now you can see here comes my main. So here I'm calling init config function. So this function is to do the initialization. So what we are doing, so in main itself, we are not doing initialization. It doesn't look good. So there is a separate dedicated function to do the initialization. It is init config. So control will go here and here. In this init config, so initially what we are doing, if we are using LED, we need to set the pin direction as output. So I'm writing my LED array data direction register as a 0. It will set port D pin as the output. And to start with initially, I will keep all LEDs connected to the port D as a off. So to turn off the LED, I need to load 0. So I'm writing here 0. So LEDs remain off, fine. And here comes our while one. So if you see any embedded system, once you turn on the embedded system, it runs forever, right? It goes into infinite loop. So here come my infinite loop while one. So inside this while one, we are going to write our application. So what is our application? We wanted to toggle the LED. So here is my instruction to toggle the LED. So I'm writing LED array equal to tilt of LED array. So what it will do? It will toggle the values of this LED array. If it is 0, it will make it 1. If it is 1, it will make it 0. So now you can see. So this is what 0x00. So after execution of this instruction, this LED array value becomes 0xFF. So entire port becomes 0xFF. All port bits become 1. So all LED turn on. LEDs are going to be turned on. And here what I'm doing. So before going to this instruction once again, I'm putting the delay. So if this delay is not there, what happens? We will not be able to see the LED toggling. So it will happen at very faster rate. Due to the persistence of vision, we will not be able to capture it. So I added the delay. Then after this delay, what happened? Next
I think some of you mentioned the demo video is not running. Is it okay? Let me quickly check once again. Okay, noises are present. Something.
if it is 1, it will make it 0. So now you can see. So this is what 0x00. So after execution of this instruction, this LED array value becomes 0xFF. So entire port becomes 0xFF. All port bits become 1. So all LED turn on. LEDs are going to be turned on. And here what I'm doing. So before going to this instruction once again, I'm putting the delay. So if this delay is not there, what happens? We will not be able to see the LED toggling. So it will happen at very faster rate. Due to the persistence of vision, we will not be able to capture it. So I added the delay. Then after this delay, what happened? Next time, since we are in the while one, control will go back here. So again, we are changing the LED array value from what? FF to 0. So now what happened? LED become off, then again delay. So like this way, we are making LEDs on, LEDs off. Fine. Now. So we have to build the code. We have to compile the code. How we can do? So here in this mplab xid, I install x8 compiler. So that's why this header file is also included related to the compiler. So now how you can do the build? So you can see here is one option to do the build. So let me click on that. It will start doing build. My project is getting a build. Now you can see build is going on. So it will take some time. Please wait. Now see, build is successful. That means your hex file is created, and even it will give you the memory summary of your project. So now my hex file is created and it is loaded also. Now what we can do? So we can load that hex file where in this board. So we can run that hex file here in this microcontroller. So this is the heart of this board. So basically here we are using PIC16F877A microcontroller. So we are going to load the hex file here. How? So you can go to the file, you can select the load hex. You have to navigate wherever your project is stored. So let me navigate. So now, just for the sake of simplicity, I kept the project on the desktop. So let me select that. Now again, you have to go to the distribute directory. So basically, you have to use this path. After build successful, it is prompting the path where X file is available. I'm just referring that. Then you have to go to the default production. Here is the X file. Let me open. Okay, expected output is what? These LEDs should toggle, but it's not happening. Why? Because these DIP switch related settings are not done. So to turn on the LEDs connected to the port D, this DIP switch, second one, you have to pull this switch up. So let me do that. So it's down. You have to pull it up. So let me select. Now you can see the change here. So what this program is doing, it's running in this microcontroller and it is toggling the LEDs. And even we are able to see that toggling very clearly, right? Okay, so this is our program, our embedded code to toggle the LEDs connected to the port D.
All right, so these were two demo videos. One was the C programming, and the last one was for the microcontroller module. So as you can see here, we are using a simulator called as PixSimLab, wherein we can display the board and flash the program into the microcontroller. And the program, it was written in a well-known IDE called as MPLAB XID from Microchip. So we are using PIC-based microcontroller, and this program which we wrote in C or in embedded C was compiled, and the file was loaded into the microcontroller, and eventually you're able to run the program to blink the LEDs, right? So as you can see on this board, there are several peripherals. So when you use a real board versus a simulated board, you will not see much of a difference in terms of how you are going to use the program and how you're going to run the program. In fact, you can keep adding more sensors and more input-output devices to this hardware peripheral. Any questions with respect to the hardware or simulator? You have any questions? Let me know. All right, I don't think, okay. Okay, so I could see course structure and way of teaching seems good because I have already worked in PIC 14 microcontroller. It looks good to enroll these courses, says Santosh. Thanks, Santosh. Sir, could you please share the course syllabus, and I need to know about the work experience of teaching staff. Okay, course syllabus you can download from our website, Jayshankar. I'll share the link. Emertxe. You can search for Emertxe course syllabus in Google. It should show you the PDF as well. I'll share it to you anyways. Okay, so let me share in the chat box. I hope you received the course syllabus in the chat box. Okay. Okay. I think some issue. Somebody's saying, is it possible to zoom? Okay. I was not able to zoom. Video is played. No, it was not clear, says Lakshmi. Offline class, are you given hardware boards? Yes. And then offline class, hardware boards will be shared during the class and lab sessions. Then you have to return. Okay. Lakshmi, maybe I can share the link to the video later, Lakshmi, or you can get in touch with the thing. What if simulator doesn't work properly? Where to connect? I'm not sure. I think simulator works fine because few hundreds of students have already completed the course using the simulator. Not much of a problem. In case you get stuck anywhere, you can reach out to us. We will help you out. Not a problem. But most of the times it works fine without any issue. Sangeeta, can we join any of the 3 offline sessions according to our convenience? You have to join one batch, Sangeeta, based upon the slot which is available. You can check with the student counselor what is the slot, and accordingly you can join that batch. But in between you cannot change. One batch only you have to stick. Dharmendra, any plan to start offline batch in weekend? As of now, no, Dharmendra. We have evening batch. That is an option. Sir, first gain how to write a program, not tell me. Brahmya. So Brahmaya, this was not a starting video. This was just like sample videos, right? We'll touch you from scratch. Can we get QT materials for online batch, Geetansha? Maybe after completing the course, you can get in touch with us. Where there are 7 modules online and 8 modules offline. What is the difference? Not much of a difference, but we just kept it as an option, Vivek. Otherwise, all other modules are same. Okay, can you share the slot details? Okay. I think already shared. So maybe I'll resume the slides, then I'll revisit. Okay, some more topics needs to be covered. Let me share those, share the slides quickly. Right. Hope my screen is visible. Can you please confirm? Okay, thank you. So in terms of okay, some standard questions, FAQs with respect to course. Is online course as effective as offline course? Yes. If you are consistently attending the online course, right, regularly completing the task, etc., without fail, we don't see much of a difference in online versus offline course. You get one advantage in the online course is that you get recorded sessions, right? In case you want to rewatch those videos, you can watch it. So which one is cost effective, online or offline? So I would say online is cost effective versus offline, because you can take the course from your home, right? Offline, you have to come here to take the course, and for example, additional cost in terms of PG, etc., is there. But some people prefer to take offline because they would like to see the mentor face to face. Again, it depends on your convenience. Whereas online course, you can take it from your convenience. Is learning in simulators as effective as real hardware? Yes. In terms of programming, learning the concepts, right, interfacing the peripherals, there is no difference, right? Same code will work in simulator as well as in real hardware. So how do you get doubts clarified in online course? So you can ask your doubts during the class and lab, or you can ask after the class and lab hours by using our support channels, right, including discussion forum and chat. Right. So I'm working for Chanel. I think which course, as I told you, evening batch suits for you. 7th semester, can I take up this course? Yes. I complete my engineering. Should I choose online, offline? It's up to you, right? It's up to you to decide. Why there is no difference in placement between courses? As I told you, the effectiveness, learning effectiveness is same in both online as well as offline. No problem. I'm having a year gap. Which course will help me? Again, no difference. You can choose offline, you can choose online, right? Doesn't matter. So mode of delivery should not matter. It's up to you to decide what is suitable for you, right? And so on. So how can I achieve career break from IT to core job? Yes. So if you are having some gap or coming from a previous experience, it's possible to get a job by doing more projects. That's what we recommend. Okay, just a moment. Right, let me discuss about placements now. So with respect to placements, so our placement process is designed in a transparent and systematic manner. I'm just getting a call. So our placement process is designed in a transparent and systematic manner. Our dedicated placement team works closely with students as well as companies for the entire life cycle. So I'm going to explain the entire end-to-end placement process here. Typically, once you are enrolled to the course or once you become eligible, you will get start notifications in our placement group in Google. So we create something called as a Google group for placements. There you'll get notifications about which company is visiting for placements. So you can keep an eye on the companies visiting. So you can check and you can apply online. So you'll get a form for filling the application. You'll fill the form online and you can submit the placement application in the in the Google form. So once you submit, we'll do some internal shortlisting, and post which we'll send the list to the company as well. So company will schedule interview or written test and interview for you. So if you clear the written test and interview, they will release a job offer immediately, right? And once you get the offer letter, you'll have to join the company based upon the joining date. So it's a very simple process. So our placement team will closely work with companies to bring in more companies. You can apply for those companies, prepare well, clear the test, and get the job offer. Now, let me share some of the recent placement information. Let me open my browser just to give you an idea. Right, so here we create something called as a Google group wherein you can get information related to placements. Our placement team will send notifications to you. So, right, you can see some of the companies who are visiting for placements. This is like today submitted at 6:50. So you will get updates about which company is visiting for placements, right? So this is just an example, right? So we share information about that company. This is explicitly for ECAP batch, which is IoT batch students, right? So you can see here modules which are completed, C and Python module. Eligibility criteria. So many people are asking what is the percentage criteria? What is the year of passout criteria? There is no percentage criteria or passout criteria. Package is 5.5 to 8 lakhs per annum, right? This is for Gurgaon location, right? Likewise, there are other companies updates, right? As you can see, Harman International is there, right? It's a company. Here you can see details about Harman is there, criteria is mentioned, right? Compensation is mentioned 5 lakhs, right? So likewise, right, we keep updating information, right? So we also share like congratulations message, who got placed, right? Recently, 2 days back, right? Yesterday only, right? Yesterday only these two students got placed. So we have dedicated placement forum wherein we post information about like companies visiting and placement as well as schedule related information in the group, right? So LG Staff India, it's a premium company, right? What skills they're looking for, which modules you have to complete, right? What is the eligibility criteria? 60% throughout placements, year of pass out, branch, etc. is mentioned here, right? Compensation, etc. will be mentioned here. So just a quick demo. So this is how our placement process works, right? Let me resume. ECIP is IoT course. Okay. So let me resume my slides. So as explained, we have Google Groups application are floated, and you can apply for those companies, and you can what is that? Watch out for the placement, and you can enroll. You can apply, and you can get a job in core companies. Right. So many of you are asking about what next, right? When is the course date? Let me share the course date as well, right? So we have all three batches starting in the coming week and the week after that. On 25th October, we have the Embedded Systems course offline starting on 25th of this month. On 29th October, we have Embedded Systems online regular course, right? And on 5th November, we have online evening batch starting, right? So depending upon your convenience, you can enroll for any of these batches starting next week and week after that. Now, how do you enroll? You can get in touch with training@emertxe.com, or you can contact us on this phone number which is given, which is available in our website also. All right. So fees, etc. information I will not be able to share now. So we can basically contact this phone number. You can take a screenshot of this. It's available on our website also. Right. Feel free to reach our counseling team, and I may not be able to take up more questions because I have some personal emergency now. Please reach out this number for further queries, and we'll be happy to address your queries as well. Last but not the least, we are active on LinkedIn and Instagram as well. So you can follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram, and you can get updates as well. So thank you all for attending this webinar. The recorded sessions will be shared to you as well. If you have further queries, as discussed, feel free to reach out to our counseling team on this number as well. It's available on our website. Thank you all. Have a good evening and looking forward for you